Chat pause due to scroll. Well, hello there. Are we? Is it? Is it working? We're braving the egg aisle. Well, it should be streaming. Are we in? Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the chat room. Hello, Books and Knives. Alison's in. Bianca, hello. What do you mean? Eggs are on the recall list? Why? What's happened? Hype train starting early today. Hello, Ziggy Wiggy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alison. Lord Swordplay, hello, DIY Enchantress. It's good to be back. It's been a long ass while, hasn't it? You missed the. Thank you, Becca. I know I've missed it as well. I mean, I needed a break, but it's like, what? Hey, Larry Elkie, thank you so much. Welcome back indeed. Hello, Pierre. Long Dadzig break. We did. Yeah, it was a couple of weeks at least, wasn't it? Last time I read was probably over 2 weeks ago. I guess 2.5 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. I good to see you too. My arm. Look at these fucking mosquito bites. Look, 3 in a row. Look at this bullshit. Look at that. It's like Orion's belt. Not targeted. Hey, first time chat, Ronnie Rum. Well, if you're out, then you're out, aren't you? DF 1351. Hey, Meron Pan is a BB. Beep. I need some water. You'll never guess who I had round earlier today. Have a guess. Thank you, Alison. Guess who was here earlier at my abode? No. Logan and Marquetta. Yes. Oh. What could we possibly be plotting? Both at the same time. Maybe Lord Swordplay. Not misrule as such. Danger. We were conspiring, indeed we were. Was the conversation regarding veggie substitutes for this particular soup, because it is a vegetarian soup of a sort. That's it, you got it, Books and Knives. Thank you, Fiber Frank. Indeed, thank you, Alison. Yes, we are plotting something for going forward. You got your eggs. So what was the egg thing? Was it like a salmonella recall or something? This is some kind of egg scare. You can spy salmonella. Well, yeah, but I mean, my understanding is it's pretty much impossible to get rid of, isn't it? Just on their bums. Hello, Scouty Cat. So, in terms of making this a vegetarian soup, it is vegetarian. It's not vegan, and it'd be very easy just to substitute. I'm getting question marks here. Come on now. Ugh. Let's see. I'm opening this soup. Oh, my poor clunky laptop. Come on now. Diena. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So get back to chats. I'm opening pages and closing pages. No, that's not what I want. What? Go away. Thank you, anonymous gifter, whoever that is. Hi, Jade. Thank you, Books and Knives. I did get some rest. Straight back into it though. It was only a 5-day holiday. Dadzig. Greece was amazing. Rhodos was absolutely delightful. I could do with some more rest already, but we'll get there. I am looking at vegan substitute for eggs. I believe you can use well, there's all kinds of egg replacers that you can buy. Aquafaba, right? Chickpea liquid. But in terms of this, that should bind for your dumplings, basically. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, really. And then, obviously, just use a non-dairy milk. And dare I say it when it says, oh my god, good bloody cookies. Not the right kind of cookies, is it? You could use margarine as a little bit of fat at the end, or I guess olive oil, and a little bit of taste. Aquafaba apple. I didn't know about apple, but let's guess. I suppose it's got the pectin. Flax seeds. I wouldn't use that. Chia. I wouldn't use that in this. Mashed bananas. No. Silken tofu. Chickpea flour. So if you wanted, you could make your dumplings with chickpea flour. I mean, I could work an alternative flour, something like that. Make it a bit more proteiny. Pumpkin, pureed pumpkin, vinegar and baking soda. Yeah, so for this instance, I would probably go with aquafaba. Your practice, Della Martin. What practice is this? Doctoral? What if I need bad eggs? Well, you're cooking it, so all right. So the way it works with salmonella, as I understand it, is it's on the chicken's butt or vent because everything comes out of the same hole. They poop, right? That's why birds have this black and white poop, because part of it is actually their urine, the other part is the solids, and it's also where the egg comes out, the vent. And so with the salmonella, basically is mixed in with their poop, and it's on the shell. So if you wanted to, you could, for a start, wash your eggs. Don't wash all of them, right? Because it's sealed that keeps longer. But you could wash the ones you're using with soapy water, wash your hands, and then the contamination comes when you break them, because that's where the insides comes in contact with the outsides. But we're boiling the shit out of this. They're being boiled. I don't think that's high risk, is my understanding. dumbfounded by non-refrigerated eggs. Yeah, so that's another one. You don't need to refrigerate eggs. Obviously, if it's warm, like it is now, it's better to keep them in the colder conditions. And the problem is that once they have been refrigerated, they should stay refrigerated. You do if you wash them. Do what with a 98? They are little dinosaurs. Yeah, they're little feathered dinos. That's what I was saying. Well, that's as my understanding. Don't take that as fact. I would check that out, double check that. But that's what somehow stuck in my head from somewhere long ago. We wash our eggs because we don't. Sure, but understand that they won't keep as long because exactly with a 98. There we go. Because the secretion that comes from the vent as the egg comes out coats it. And in fact, there's a couple of ways of one of the ways of keeping eggs for a long time without refrigeration is in something called isinglass, which has various properties. It's quite an interesting one. Choo choo. That's why they're in the fridge. Yeah, you got it. I'm just kind of adding to that. Probably now I'm not. No critique or anything. So that's one way. Another way is to keep them in ash, apparently. So that's it. Yeah, that's a couple of ways of preserving. So you basically coat them. They stay in isinglass, and that acts as this coating because it's the air getting inside. This shell is porous, otherwise how would the chick breathe as it's growing? Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks though. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of different ways. It's worth looking up actually. It's quite interesting. I think. Oh dear. Ah. So, Pinus serramus. Is that a type of chicken? Hello, Freckles Lou. Um, Della Martin. Is that what you? Yeah, exactly. The knowledge stays. So, oh, I've got my eggs in the sun. That's not clever either, is it? Talk about eggs in the fridge. I got mine standing in the sun over there. They need using. I got some nice organic eggs. I thought I might make Logan and Mark an omelette earlier, but they rejected my offer. Yeah, I mean it happens. It can happen. Thank you, Bernadine. Do as you say, not as you do. Exactly. I know, but Logan had already had an omelette this morning, and he was heading out for some kind of luncheon, and Mark had also eaten well. So, but maybe tomorrow. What do I need for this recipe? Not a lot, really. I'm going to use gluten-free flour because I got it. This is one of the brands we have available to us. Share. Feel the sun run around. Conspiring again tomorrow. Yes, yes, indeed. More conspiratorial. So, here's a link for this soup recipe, which is really quite nice. So this is like well, I'll read it to you. I'm not sure how that A is pronounced. Mara, I think. Potentially. My phone is beeping at me. Get off. Turn on off. Oh, for God's sake. Unlock it upside down. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Workshop over. Next time. Really? Why is that, Celestial Witchy? You don't like eggs? It's too damn. Nah, it's not too opposite. The Mara is one of the ancient Latvian deities, mother of the land, protector of women, and guardian of livestock. In modern times, Maras are celebrating their name day on March 25th, while their ancestors celebrated Maras 4 times a year. Winter Mara, or Candle Day, which was on February 2nd. Spring Mara, or Cabbage Mara, Pavasa Mara Yeb Kaposto, on March 25th. Summer Mara on August 15th, so a little bit early. So you can always cook in a couple of weeks if you want, you'll be on time then. And Autumn Mara on September the 8th. Spring Maras fell between Metani, that signifies the end of winter, and Lieldianas, Easter, that signifies the beginning of spring. So it was believed that nature is waking up on this day and getting ready for the new growing season. And folk tales state that bears that started hibernation on Martini, November 10th, would wake up on Maras. Therefore, humans had to wake up before the sunrise to avoid bears passing their sleep on to them. It is also important to wash the face in a creek before sunrise to gain health, strength, and beauty, which I think is quite lovely. And then there's this little poem, and we will put that through the translator real quick. And it says, here we go. I detect language. Yes, it's doing it. Is it? Come now. So in Latvian, and you have to forgive me the pronunciation, visu nakti negalēju, māras rīta gaidīdama, lai lacitis celdādāmies, savu miegu neateva. I didn't sleep all night waiting for Mara's morning, so that the little bear upon waking wouldn't give up his sleep. Isn't that cute? And then there's a whole spring tradition, which is about taking the autumn cabbage and for seed, and then sowing it. So there it is. Even though the day was associated with cabbage, it was not cooked or served on the day. Eating peas was frowned upon too. It was believed cabbage will be affected by pests. Dishes served on Maras revolved around dairy, as it would bring more milk to the cows. Traditional dishes include ziadini, which is dry crumbled cottage cheese mixed with boiled or fresh milk, served with bread and honey. Kupinas, dry crumbled cottage cheese mixed with sour cream, buttermilk, or curdled milk, served with bread, honey, or herring. Pigaritsa, a finely crumbled rye bread fermented with honey or sugar. Oh my god. It was eaten as a dessert or served as a refreshing drink. Spudins, or drebelis, known as galets, aspic these days, was made from veal and served with horseradish, mustard, and vinegar. And then milk and dumpling soups were also common. So that's where we're getting into this. So Maras was also a celebration of fire. And it was also the last day when pigs were fed inside the barn. Their troughs would be tipped over, forcing pigs to look for food in the fields. And pigs are, of course, amazing at cleaning out all the old roots and everything else you've got in there that you planted from the year before that you don't want regrowing, because that's how pests amongst your vegetables can spread and stuff. And then some superstitions about if it's frost on Maras, it will be frosty for another 40 days. If the night before Maras was cold, the spring will be cold. If it's wet on Maras, July will be wet. If it's cold after Maras, autumn will be cold. So we have a milk dumpling soup. There we go, Freckles. But I'm up for this. So we are going to make dumplings first. We're going to start by preparing dough for dumplings, which is combine flour, milk, egg, sugar, and salt in the bowl. Whisk together to form a thick dough. Easy enough. So let us get the bowl. Oh, let's use this one. I like this one. Still, I need to get those American cups, don't I? Wash my hands. Oh, I need to get flour. My poor sourdough starter is neglected. Ah, Bobonic. Grazie. Thank you. Return of the soup. Here it is. The return of the soup. La 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 la. Well, it should be kind of if it's anything like the dumplings that I make for my goulash and stuff, it should be a little bit not runny, but it should flow, right? And you're gonna have to kind of force it off the spoon, so you don't want it too wet nor too dry. But you gauge it. You gauge it. What have we got? Half a cup of flour. I still got this tiny thing. Really? Half a cup? Is that all? It's not going to make many dumplings, is it? All right. Really? Enough. Avec du sel. Maybe we need the sel. I'm going to use honey. Because I want to. No, let's use sugar. Screw it. Let's do it as the recipe says. Just do it as the recipe says. We're gonna go dirty white sugar. We're gonna go dirty white sugar. Teaspoon, eh? Comme ça. Pinch of salt, yes, we've done that. Half a cup of milk. Half and half. Doesn't seem like many dumplings, does it? Oh, sugar, do 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 do. Sweet honey, honey, da 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 da. Yep. You are my candy girl. Like so. Comme ci, comme ça. And start with a whisk, I guess. And then we'll finish with the daddy spoon. What happened to my camera? Tivola. Nobody told me. You should tell me the camera's not cameraing. I thought it was on the bowl the whole time. Blood of the spoon. Oh, dumplings. You didn't make. What did you have your goulash with? Celestial Witchy. Yeah, this seems awfully thin. Is it too thin? This doesn't make any sense. This recipe is nonsense. Gonna look up a different one, okay? Sugar, sugar, dear. This could take a little longer. It's definitely too thin. Yeah, don't be cooking that up, Alison. She's not thick enough, indeed. I think it should be a cup of flour. Mm-hmm. Nope. Why does this pop up now here? I don't want this anymore. Oh my god. No, I'm putting the wrong thing in. Latvian milk dumpling soup. Da, 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 da. With mushrooms and potatoes. Yeah, do it. I'm just wondering if I can find a recipe as to how much more. They have some very tasty soups, by the way. There's a sorrel soup. I wish I just know finding sorrel is impossible. So Kitten Beach was okay. It was lovely. In fact, I saw two kittens there. Better kitten. Here we go. Look, this milk dumpling soup, and this serves how many? 3 cups of milk, 2¼ cups of flour, third of a cup of cold water. Yeah, well, that seems a little bit too much. Um, mm, mm. Diena Klimposuppe. Actually, it's it's not called Maras Diena. That's the festival. Oh, look, we're learning. The soup is called Diena Klimposuppe. So that's what we need to Google, isn't it? There we go. Nope. I mean, you can just eyeball it, of course. We say klimpi soup, very similar. Where are you? You from Lithuania, Kolmas? Remind me. My memory. Better Kitten and Michael Cat. Estonia. Got it. I'm blindly guessing as to Lost me for a second there. No idea why. Neighbors. Yeah, no idea why that happened. This cable's frisky. Come on. This page is trying to make me do something. Mm. This is being extremely irritating. Some kind of paywall. Oh, okay. It's because I got an ad blocker on. Yes, I have an active ad blocker. Who'd have thunk? Okay. Oh my word. This is turning into Limesy at Balsta. Okay. Goddamn translator. 2 eggs, 1 cup flour, 1 liter of milk, 1 liter of water. What? Oh, well, this one says just add eggs and flour together. Oh my God. Yeah, so this is this has been thoroughly misleading. This recipe with the milk. But that's what it is. So yeah, more flour. But that's fine. This is none of this. This is salvageable. We're eyeballing it as well. Eyeball. Best way of cooking. I went to Colorado again. Ugh. Yeah, I know what you mean. Ugh, Colorado. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get frisky. I'm gonna put the other egg in, and then more salt, a little bit more, and a bit more flour. The ugly dumplings, but they're sticking together. They're sticking together in the as you're boiling them. Oh, don't worry about making them. Just boil your water, and then use a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, like this, and you'll basically pick up a bunch of. Let me make sure you can see. And then, tell you what, it's been a while. I'm a little bit off the boil, so to speak. Here we go. And then you just take a pinch out, and you drop that in the water, like that. This is still a little bit too thin for my liking, and I've just put another egg in. So You don't need to. If it's boiling, if it's bubbling, as you drop it in, they'll sink to the bottom, and when they float to the top, they're done. I mean, when they float to the top, you give them a few more minutes, and then they're done. Anyway, I'm just going to end up with shit tons of dumplings now. I put too much flour in. This is going to be like the never-ending recipe. It's going to keep going. It's all right. I like it. We are cooking a milk dumpling soup. They're doing dumpling things in the pot. Well done. Hello, Cactalis. I, frag lady. I'm. Oh. Shit tons of dumpling. All right. Let's have a look at that. That for me. That's something that I would go for that approximation. So and I would make something very similar for my goulash. This is still a bit because it's well, we'll see how the gluten free works out. Whether they just fall apart. Come on now, get out of there. How's it been? It's been very, very good. Yeah. Okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. Where are we? God, my cursor's disappeared. I got some kind of liquid on the freaking. Oh. Oh God. What's happened? There we go. I approached the keypad with a wet finger. That was a mistake. Ah. Cheese in a goulash? Cheese in a goulash? Why would you put cheese in a goulash? I don't understand. Which recipe? No, wet finger. Wet finger on the keypad. Yeah, but that's not a goulash then. Sorry. Be a purist about it. Cheese goulash. That's the American version. How's that? I mean, I don't even. Oh, the keypad's gone AWOL. What has happened? And we have to use the little nipple. For the soup, 2.5 cups of water. Really? This is mighty weird, this recipe, I have to say. Uh, Bring it to the boil. Ah. Pinch of salt in the water, of course. Sun decided not to come out. Very strange weather we're having in Prague. It's hot, but kind of threatening to rain, and it doesn't want to rain. So I don't know. Okay, let's get back to this goulash chat. No, no. The noodle. Do the noodles go in the goulash? The American version, and cheese to add creaminess. No. All right. Well, first of all, we need to get into this. We need to sort this out from the beginning. Goulash is a soup. Oh my god, the keypad's gone AWOL. Chicken pops. All right. So I'm just reading chat here, trying to take this in. Goulash is a soup. Okay. If you go to Hungary and you ask for goulash, you will get a soup, and we have cooked goulash soup. If you want goulash, as everybody else calls it, a stew, you will ask for pörkölt. And there are various types of pörkölt. But the variations are normally on whether it's beef or pork, or beef and pork, and what kind of vegetables are involved. Oh my god, what is going on? I hope I just haven't dribbled water in this keypad. Or is my laptop giving up the ghost? And not only do I need to buy a new hard drive, but also I need to buy a hard drive for this computer, by the way, to start streaming CD. All in hand. Spoke to my tech guy. It's happening. We'll be picking up a hard drive this week. Good. Yes. R.I.P. trackpad medley. I think a restart will probably do it. It just started as I dribbled a bit of water on it. Yeah, it's having issues. Maybe I need to update the driver as well. Solid state? Yeah, it's an SSD. I got the tech guys looked into it. The computer was built actually by Mrs. Dadzig's dad, who's a computer geezer. He's all the way in Slovakia, and he's not like a boffin. But yeah, but the hard drive is gone for whatever reason. Hasn't really been used, so we're a bit kind of confused about it all. You built 7. Nice. Oh, paprikash. Oh my god, paprikash with nokkala spätzle and a cucumber salad on the side. Ah, yeah. Now you're talking. So my My mum these days is and my grandma exclusively making beef goulash, but it used to be nokelde, yes, nokelde, um, which is kind of we're in the zone, similar zone, but the one they put through that grater, aren't they? Um, like a spätzle thing. Okay, I'm gonna need more water. I'm gonna need more water, and then we'll um, get rid of some because for the soup because I've made more dumplings. I guess I have to make goulash now, or should I say pickles? Um, where is the wiping marquetta when you need her? Paprikash is so good. Have I had milk soup before? Yes, of some kind. My grandmother uh, has in the past made a German variation, but not this one. That wasn't necessarily sweet, but it seems because this one's got sugar in it. This is a sweet one. I'm going to put honey. There's sugar in the dumplings, but I will put honey in the soup rather than sugar. I think it will lend itself to that flavour. Ooh, and I noticed in the recipe there's no cinnamon, but I bet a bit of nutmeg and a bit of cinnamon might go well with this. But I'm not going to do that today. We stick with the original recipe. Yeah. Oh, potato is definitely the superior carb. No questions. Hell yeah to the nutmeg. Form a thick dough. This is a thick dough. This is not. I guess this is a thick. Is this a thick dough? Oh, it does say combined flour, milk, egg, sugar, and salt. Flashbacks. Anything is possible. Books and knives. It's your soup. Do what you want. Fish. Yeah. Lidl. Lidl have got good frozen options. There's it does come from Armenia or Kazakhstan, but I occasionally get the Tsandat from there. Still too expensive. Damn. Dadzig. Okay, my water's boiling. What she said. I'm gonna top that up. I'm gonna top that up. And I'm gonna get the camera over that apart. I mean, there's many ways to do this. Move you past my washing up pile. Oh my god. You done, Alison? All right. You know where your way. The worms got fed today. Obviously, there's no veg scraps coming from this particular soup. So, it is to the boil. We will turn it down to a low rolling boil, like so. Fan on. And this is how I know they're a bit different than this is like a Schwäbische Nockedle, and just drop them in the water like that. And when the spoon's wet up, eventually, and you just go like that. I have to say, this reminds me a little bit of that Danish soup with the meatballs and the dumplings. That was so good. I think it might be in the top 5 for me, just because I love meatballs. And I love dumplings, and I love broth. So, and now, right now, They're sat at the bottom. Make sure they don't stick. Turn that up a little bit. Oh, I can imagine these. If I got any spare, these are going to be good tomorrow morning. Fried up with a little bit of jam or something. Oh, dearie me. Sorry, that was a little bit of a sneeze. Whatever that was. Let me turn it all the way back up. I've lost my boil. I think we're gonna have to do like maybe 3 or 4 batches here. You don't want them to crowd too much at the top, and they're holding together, so it's probably good to let this sit for a bit as well. Really let the gluten-free flour absorb the liquids on the egg. Okay, that's about a third of the dough. Look at this beautiful gift I got from Italy for putting my spoons on. Isn't that cool? I really need to write people's names down when they bring me things because I just immediately forget. Red Lobster biscuit flour. Oh my god. Uh, it's made as a spring soup, I think, mainly. You can get frozen pollock at Lidl. You can, at least in the Czech Republic. You can. Well, it's probably sold under another name. Here they throw everything, all that white fish they throw together as cod. So you might want to have a look. But of course, it varies from place to place. Sure, we now drain. Sorry, I was going to get rude there. Let me give these another minute. Go your own way. And the kettle's just boiled, so I might as well make a cup of tea, hadn't I? Oh, I was in Germany very briefly yesterday, and I got well, why don't you add a bit of garlic to it? It's your soup. Do what you want, Alison. Oh, I'm almost out of Welsh tea bags here. I'll have to have my friend come over from England. a lot of dumplings now. I'm not complaining. Sorry, chat. I'm just off in my own head. Yeah. Just thinking about the summer and how quickly it goes. And yes, it is sometimes. Just got into my cooking, didn't I? Just cooking away there. You know me now. Screw it. Do we? Can we? Is there room? Will there be room? Because they swell up as well when they cook. So no, I won't force it. I won't force it. That is another story from Greece. I had gyros every day. So good. Honestly. €2.5. The price for gyros varied from 250 to 550 in the very touristy town. Well, I went down to get no lamb or chicken. Well, I went down to Rotos and got myself a gyros. It was very nice. In one of those Cyprian pizzas, not the flat bread that you normally get it. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. With a bit of tzatziki and the fries and salad. Oh, it was so tasty, tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty. I'm dreaming of a thick, fatty gyros pizza sometimes. Oh, I hear you. Oh, yes, I hear you. Without the garlic tzatziki deep inside, with that salad and cheese, maybe if you slide that greasy meat inside your mouth. Oh, it's so good, so good, so good. All I can think about is gyros in my dreams, in my dreams. Put that tzatziki straight into my veins. It was only €2.50 from this old lady, a grandma and grandpa or restaurante. It was very nice. The restaurant across the street was busier, that's why I avoided it. I went for the grandma and grandpa and their gyros. I got to take my dumplings out or I lost. Big. I may have made those a little bit too big in my impatience. It's like, God, get them all in. That's all right. So, chat, need to get the rest of these dumplings in, and then I will come back to you. Yeah, well, I think I'm a big believer in good street food. People are scared of street food, and I understand it. One has to be cautious, but I think with street food, if it's busy and the place is turning over, there's a reason, and that's because the locals know it's good. One, and two, you're not going to go far wrong there. And then, you know, when you go somewhere like Greece, you go all those places, and we did go. We ended up in a tourist resort. It was nice. But that was the cheap way of doing it. And then we also got a cooler box, made our own salad, and bread, salami. Good to go. Wasn't keen on the Greek salami, I have to say. Ended up buying Italian. Fact. All right. We'll leave that camera there. Oh, I think that's perfectly fine, isn't it? 2 a.m. tacos is probably good. What's a glizzy? Emu salami sounds good. Hot dog. Oh, I've been to New York. I've had several hot dogs while I was there. In fact, it was my friends made fun of me because when I got to New York, I had 3 breakfasts on the first day. I could eat a little bit more. I can't do it anymore. All right, fair enough, barbarian. That's fair enough, Becca. Heated only by dreams. I mean, many moons ago, I went to Senegal, and there was a dude selling like because they didn't eat beef really. It's a big animal, so it's expensive. There was a guy selling spicy beef on the street, and I'm like, I'll have some of that, thank you very much. In French baguette. Oh, sorted. Got me cup of tea, lads. Got me cup of tea. So milk will go in shortly. There we go. Did I squeeze out with my fingers? Yes, I did. No, keyboard's still gone AWOL. Hang on, just looking at 2.5 cups of milk, sugar. All right, so a pinch of salt, butter to serve. Easy enough, isn't it? Oh God, that nipple is so difficult. Yeah. Maybe so, Dougal. I've not seen it anywhere else. To be fair. Yeah, food truck. I mean, I personally think, there's a kebabi in Berlin, Mustafa's kebab shop. Um, I don't know how much he charges now. I went there with a friend, um, and the queue was like 30 minutes. And then I went back like a year and a half later, and it became super popular with tourists, and the queue was 2 hours long. Stuck it out. Actually stopped for a cheeky currywurst halfway through just to stave off the hunger. But I have to say, one of the best kebabs I've ever had. And he was selling for €5. And you think, Okay. And people kept telling, I don't know if he has now. People kept saying to him, "Why don't you open a restaurant?" He goes, "Why would I do that? I've got a street truck, got two guys in there, three of us working sometimes, and it's €5 every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? And we were there for 2 hours. Do the maths. Crazy. Yeah, festival food is expensive. They do pay a lot for their pictures sometimes though. But you do one thing, do it well, and sorted. All right, my dumplings are done, darlings. My dumplings are done. That still looks about the same amount of water. Maybe I'll pour a little bit away. Just a little bit. Oh, I should scrape up those bits at the bottom, shouldn't I? Oh, yeah. Get those in there. Yep. Milk. There we go. Bring that to the boil. Come bring that to the boil, boy. And get the bowl to serve. Yeah, so Sally, this one in Berlin, he also does the patatas bravas, a little cube fried potatoes, and then also the vegetables. And there's like two sauces, and you could bite, and every bite's different. Oh my god, it's insane! It's insane. Honey, honey, da 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 da. Oh, sugar, sugar. Wish you could smell this. I wish you could smell this. Don't know where it's from. Some Czech. I like when I see honey for sale, I buy a jar. Bought some from Rodos. See if that's enough. Does it need more salt? Nope. That honey's already hitting it hard. Alrighty. We're just talking food now. Is everyone just hungry? Yeah. Yeah, the Japanese have got a good take on a lot of different things, to be fair. You're talking about this. Okay, it was one farm. I'm getting a chocolate tofu stick. For reals? Are we talking iceberg though? We talking about iceberg lettuce because that keeps its crunch, doesn't it? All right, better keep an eye on this. 'Cause it's gonna come to the boil. And then we're gonna serve it up. There we go. That's boiled. Close enough for me. I'm getting my nutmeg ready. I'm going to try it without, but I suspect I would appreciate a little. Oh yeah. Now you're talking. Milk soup, guys. Where are you? It's gonna be hot as shit, man. Thousand trees and flowers. Yeah, because they've probably been putting sewage on fields without it being properly treated. That's what they do, because they're idiots. Here we go. I think I would have made these more like spätzle, probably smaller. It's very tasty. They are similar to spätzle. It's all right. We like that. Oh, butter. Got the butter. Mmm. I knew there was something missing. Fat. Missing fat. There we go. I just put a bit of I just put a bit of nutmeg in there, Rumi. And I think with clove or cinnamon would work as well. Mm. Yeah, I would really think about making the dumplings smaller if you haven't cooked this already. And if you have got a spätzle maker, I would spätzle them. But otherwise, and consider, and there's the gluten-free flour is awesome. Actually, it's just a little bit dry. These ones on the inside. How do you find yours, Alison? Were the dumplings moist enough? Maybe it's just this gluten-free mix. Yeah, it takes a lot of patience to make the small ones. You have to give it some time. Interesting cereal. A lemon peel in the dump or in the milk. Put the lemon peel in the milk and boil it up. But sure, in the dumpling. As a simple offering to springtime, I can see the merits of this soup. Very tasty. Simple. We have to consider also why these recipes came about. Pancakes, for example, Pancake Tuesday, Shrove Tuesday. The way my teachers told me at primary school, the headmaster, Mr. Harrington, Mr. Harry Bongo, basically well, you can try Meron, but it's quite a sticky dough. I'm not sure if they'll stay heart shaped, but go for it. Let's see what happens. That basically at the springtime your larders run dry, and so the reason why you use the last of the eggs and the fat and the flour is because that's it. So there's a reason why we have Lent. There's a practical reason. We have this religious connection. We say 40 days of Lent, but you have to imagine that it's warming up, right? So your cold store isn't active anymore. Whatever salt, beef you might have had, or that ham hanging up, salted and smoked, is gone. Chickens don't lay in the dark. So your chickens aren't laying over winter. So whatever you've stored in your clever ways, you're coming to the end of that in February, March. And then you hope for something to grow, basically. And that's why grass, the symbols of the grass and the egg, the hens start laying again, and the lamb, right, is the first meat. Your sheep have been laid over winter. And yeah, you're eating the dandelion greens. Exactly. So you're eating all that. So there's a reason why we have these ceremonies. It's not just um, um, symbolic. There's a reason for it. And then it's the same with this soup. Is that it's the milk, your cows have gone calf over winter and you can start milking again. And again, you're using whatever's left over from the store, which is the flour and the eggs and the butter. Pick them young, the dandelion greens. Pick the small ones. But the whole plant is usable actually in different ways. The flower heads you can eat as well. Mm. What happened, books and knives? Are you knitting? Oh my god, stop now. Yeah, clover's good for you. Yeah, very, especially pink. Excuse me. Red clover. It's good for the monthlies. That's what my friend who's a trained herbalist says. Uh, yeah, no, auto mods. What's going on? Det burde not dive out early. You do that, static Lobos. You get started with your day. Oh, nutmeg, I think, is one of my favorite spices. But how can I say that? It's impossible. Well, how did it unplug? I didn't even touch. Oh, I pulled the ukulele out. Oh my god, this lead is fucking irritating. Hang on then, static Lobos, are you still there? Static Lobos, are you there? I would like to invite you to some birthday greeting. 10 out of 10 milk soup. All right, cool. Does Kieran know we can say 6, 7? No, we can't. We can't, Alison. No. We. Rosig on the back of. I'm sorry, he's in the wrong country. We didn't wash it or chop it or chuck it in, but we made some soup today. I remember how it goes. We didn't chop it or wash it or chuck it in, but we made some soup today. We went to Latvia, made a milk soup, yeah. Some egg dumplings, it is very tasty. I decided to put nutmeg in, use honey instead of sugar. We didn't chop it and wash it and chuck it in, but we made some soup today. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. We milked the thingy out of it. We put some cloves in. Well, I didn't, but you could have. Alison was tempted to put the garlic in. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. So, gang, G, C, and D. You made it into the soup song. You did. All right, folks. Well, that was an easy one. Ease our way back in. Stay stuck in the port cable. Oh. Did I lose you? No. Is anyone else streaming today? You crash again. I know. It's got a perfect place for the ukulele, but I will be careful with the cable. Hello, Kuikene. Thank you, Maron. Brag lady, I'm here. Thank you, Alison. Thanks, Warden, for cooking along, and Becca. For anyone else, it's a really easy soup, and change it however you want. Put that lemon peel in the dumplings. Put some spices in the milk. Don't use sugar. Make it a salty soup. The milk soup that my grandmother makes is with peas and onions. It's a savoury milk soup with little spätzles in it. So cooking is cooking his invention is fun. But this is a sweet one. A gyros song. Oh yeah, the gyros song was pretty solid. Um, so no one's streaming. We can't raid anybody. No raids. Nobody's raiding. Can't raid. Don't think so. All right. In that case, I shall see you this week. I plan. My plan is to get back to the reading Wednesday night, and cooking. We'll have to see whether it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Which days suit best, and then I'll be with Logan, I guess, at some point doing Crusader Kings. We can't do Marketta and Michaela because Mark is going to Italy with Prague Shakespeare Company. That's good for him. He's going to Venice, and he's playing Shakespeare there, which is pretty exciting for him. Well, I'm in Prague, and I'll keep you updated as to how my computer adventures are going, and maybe we'll get another practice session for KCD in with Logan as well. And yeah, so that's that. All right, thanks for watching and being here. I appreciate it, and everybody who generously gifted subs and shared and whatever. Get started. Oh my god, this white. I guess I'm gonna have to dry this machine out. And happy conspiring tomorrow. I know it's incredibly exciting what we're up to. There will be more. There we go. All right, gang. The stream is stopping. Come down here. Goodbye. Goodbye.